to my channel. Welcome everybody, welcome to my channel Blackazine. I'm glad you all are watching. Thank you for watching. Um, just wanting to share my experience of my journey going back to Gambia. Just wanted to share and talk about my story, good and bad, the experience, and just give you the story, what you people wanting to hear. Um, so many people want to hear my journey back to Gambia. Um, Started off a long while ago. I always wanted to go back to Africa. I didn't know when I was going to go. Um, there was a time when, growing up, as a young kid, like most of us in the UK, you always want to know who you are, where you come from. You want to know a bit more about your ancestral history, a lot more, because you wasn't seeing enough of it around where you are here in this country on the TV. You wasn't hardly seeing anything like what you see now, kind of thing. Um, so you do your little research and try and find out a bit more about your family back home, where they came from, and going in much deeper in the story with them. Um, Also, as well, I had influence of my mother. She was Pan-African. She taught me a little bit of the history of St. Vincent, the island where she came from. In St. Vincent, up to this day, they even have the Maroon Festival they have there every year around February. They have that, and they keep up a lot of the traditions, African traditions, in there. And also had other siblings in the family that was very much into going back to African movement, into the movement and into the Rastafarian movement. So I had a bit of that trait on me as well, where you had that design, you learnt a bit more about your African history. Yeah, so it came around to 2018. I got the opportunity that I would go that year back to Africa. But at first I wanted to go Ghana, but I didn't feel the pull to go Ghana. I felt the pull to go to Gambia. I felt the spiritual calling to go there, the push to go there. But I didn't want to go on my own. I was meant to go with another friend, but they couldn't make it. And I was like, oh, I want to go this year, I need to go this year. And I met a Facebook friend. I kind of thought we was friends and for a time. And I thought, oh, great. I thought we was on the same page. I thought, oh, great, we can go together because that person had the desire to go. So I said, yeah, we can go on this trip. So we booked out to go on this trip. It was a little bit of a nightmare with this person because you don't know people until you go deep more into them. You might see them online or whatever, and you talk to them online. You might meet them once in a little trip, but to go on holiday, that's when you really saw a real person, who they really are, and what they're up to, kind of thing. What I didn't know about that person, none of us is perfect, whatever. What I didn't know about this person was that she is a drug addict. She was just sprung out on drugs out there while we was out there all the time. Couldn't smoking this weed like there's no tomorrow, and couldn't handle it. And it felt like I had to nurse a child, look after a child basically. And I was so mad about it. It made me mad about it because I can't take on other people's burdens like that, And I came out there on a mission and I wanted to accomplish it. I only had a short time out there to accomplish it, because I just was feeling, why am I being, that somebody's literally dragging me to go over there. I feel something pulling me and pushing me to go there. So I was very inquisitive and wanted to, seek and spy out the land, so to speak. And I did spy out the land, and I liked the people, I liked the vibes there. It reminded me of the Caribbean. It they spoke English, they spoke other language, but I felt more comfortable to step in there, that they spoke a language that I can understand. I mean, yes, eventually I will learn the language eventually, but right now this right now, right minute, it had to be more English for me so I can understand the culture a little bit more when they talk to me and when I ask them questions. You know, I can learn a bit more faster that way. Um, yes, so this person was just strung out on whatever they were smoking, and there was no use to me at all having them around me. So I literally had to just go off and do my own thing and just leave them behind, because that was the last thing I want, was anybody dragging me behind and holding me back. Yeah, and I went about, did my own thing, look about different opportunities that are out there, see what opportunities that was out there, look at all different things and see and size things up, you know. So I just got on with it, meet who I need to meet, connect with who I need to connect, and then you work so hard in England. You work for every penny you get. You work hard in England, so you manage to save up some money, and you say you want to invest. You want to invest back in Africa. You want to invest. You can't at the time in 2018, single woman. I can't sit down and wait for nobody. I can't sit down and wait for man, to get a man before you start doing. No, 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 no. I I went, If the most I say go, whether you got a man or not, you go. You pick up yourself and you have to go, you know. And that's what I did. Pick up yourself and go. You can't sit down here and wait until a man come along before you do these things. If nobody's coming along, no, you go. You got to go and do it. Listen to the Most High. He ain't, if he's to send somebody for you, he'll send somebody for you. But right now, he tell you to go now. You can't wait till he tell you to go now. But sometimes the enemy might put an obstacle in your way. Some powers might put an obstacle in your way to slow you down, like he did with, you bring this person, attach this person onto me that tried to slow me down in what I'm doing, you know. So, I just went out there and sorted myself. Just be obedient, because the Most High is with you. What else you need? You know what I mean? At that time, what else you need? You just go. Once you got his backing, once you got the Most High's approval, you go. You're cut clear and you go. You know, like some people just go with a backpack on them and go. But no, I didn't just have a backpack. I mean, I had a suitcases and everything. I need plenty of things to change and put on and wear. You know, but yes, it was very interesting there. It was over there, and stuff. We stayed in a lovely big house, and it was a beautiful house we stayed in, and a pool and all that stuff. I'm not a swimmer or anything, but it was nice to look at the pool and just paddle your legs in it and stuff. It was nice to go on the beach and relax and stuff like that. It was awesome. And then a few days later, went to bed, and I had a sort of like a vision, a dream, or some man in a African cloth wrapped around his waist and looking at me in the dream and saying, hello, 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 and I'm frightened, I'm like, well, where did he come from? I'm like, what's this about, you know, and then the next day, or that same morning, my brethren from UK ring me straight away because, he want to know if we land or if I reached there, how is it, because he was one of the ones that was encouraging me to come here, come to Africa. And I said, you know what? Yeah, I said, you know what happened to me this morning? And this man, I described this man in my dream going, hello, hello, into me, talking to me. So that must be it, isn't it? I don't know, maybe that's what you're talking about. He said, yeah. He said, that's it. You get your welcome from your ancestors. I'm like, okay. So the next few days, the one of the helpers in the house, he got friendly and started chatting and stuff, and he took me to one of his, well, we might say a JoJo man or whatever, but community leader, I shall say. And the community leader, I went up there to see him, just to meet the community. I just wanted to get into the more rural parts and see what's going on in Gambia, go to the parts where he come from, where the helper come from, rather than go to the tourist areas. Always like to go to the, the areas where, not don't just be just like a dryland tourist, but go to other areas where and see where he live, where him come from. And it took me there. I look at the chief, and he looked at me, and he said he saw me coming here this morning in his dream. And like, uh-huh. And 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 then I look at him again, and I look at all the others, and God, I don't know, I just felt like I was meant to be here. I was meant to be right in Gambia, you know what I mean? And it was kind of like a funny, not a funny experience, but it was like, it was planned that I was meant to meet these people, you know? So, chat with them, sort of, cried with them because it felt like, oh my gosh, it just was awesome, the atmosphere. Just a little thing like that just felt awesome, you know? Then we come away from them, go back in the car and chatting with the helper. And then all of a sudden the dream flashed back. And in the dream, when it flashed back in my head, I said, but wait, that's the man I saw in my dream. That is the man I saw in my dream. Oh my gosh. You know? So I'm wondering, is he one of the generations or what? I was going. I was trying to think in my head who he was. You know what I mean? I didn't know who he was. We're trying to trace him and see where he fit in this kind of story. You know. So we drive back to the place now. Drive back to the lovely guest house I stayed at, and just got on with doing what I had to do, meet people, you know, and meet other friends and stuff, and stuff, and not pen pal, but people you might have talked online. You might have just, go with a friend and meet up with them, and you say, "Oh my God, is that you?" Sort of thing. So nice. It was very nice. 2018. A lot has changed from then, but that was really nice time. And so you just think over here, we're here in the cold. We work so hard here, and I salute the women them who go down there and buy land, 5 acre land, buy a house, do whatever they're doing. I salute them single women there who go down there and do that rather than just sit here and just have the money sit down there in the bank. They're going to, and invest in Africa. I salute them. I salute you ladies, honest to God. I watch some of you down there, how you getting on with it. You buy your house, you buy your land, you do it up, you fix it up. The women need to be commended for this, because it's not easy. They're doing it on their own. It's not easy. They can't sit around and wait for people. Like I said, when this person came with me, I couldn't have this person holding me back from what I was doing, making me lose focus on what the Most High said to me to be focused on what I need to do, focus on why I'm here, what the purpose is for me to be here, you know. So I know He called me here, even though I wanted to go to Ghana first. I couldn't. It was me who wanted to go Ghana first. It was me who wanted to go to Ghana first. Yeah, not on the Most High. Most High said Gambia, and I just felt a pulling. Someone think just pulling me up, pushing me along to to get to Gambia. And when I get there, I felt peace. I felt peace. That yes, okay, this was the first choice that I'm to be here. Nowhere else first. It's Gambia first, and then you can go to the other places. So that was like the key into Africa, the door into Africa for me, the first door that I have to go through into Africa for me. And anyway, once you land in Africa, you're in Africa, wherever, wherever the corners or wherever you land, whatever continent you go in, you're there. You know what I mean? Your foot touched there, and once your feet touch there, you claim the land. Wherever your feet trod, you claim that land. Yeah. So that's what I did. I claimed the land. Claimed the land. Yeah. And I'll be telling you more stories about this. I don't know if I chat too much or chat long enough or whatever, but it's not easy talking to yourself on a screen, you know what I mean? But I'm trying my best to try and get certain things out, Bit nervous trying to doing this, but I try my best, to get on with it, and try and get more of the story out. But it wasn't easy. It is a struggle. Of course, it'd be easier if at the time you had somebody to by your side with it. But you can't wait on people in this time we're living in. Can't wait on people. If you've got something to do, and you feel the calling to do it, you do it now. Run with it. You know what I mean? Cut clear and go. You know, don't be in fear. The Most High don't give you no spirit of fear. Give you a spirit of power and a sound mind, yeah, and a strong mind. He give you wisdom and he'll order your footsteps, yeah. I tell you, I feel like when I'm there, it's like a peace that passes all understanding. I felt like I was walking through the Bible line, like I was walking through the Bible. Honest to God, I said, wait, things happen. What you're reading is, you're feeling it here. You're feeling it in Gambia. You feel the chains off. You feel free as a bird over there. I'm telling you, spiritually, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I said, what is this, Lord? Never known it. I would experience life like that. When I come out here now, it's like the pain in your leg come back. Certain symptoms come back. But when I'm down there in the sun, the symptoms disappear. I said, oh my gosh, what is this? But, been back a few times since, backwards and forward. And I'm working my way towards going longer term. But I'm doing the backward and forward motion at the moment. But anyway, thank you all for listening and tuning in. I will come up with more, tell you a bit more, and have a chat. But, feel free to ask questions and comment below. Yeah. And like and share the videos, please. Thank you very much. God bless you. Bless up. Big up yourself. Bye.